Click the weekly work link and browse to the appropriate week's folder. Click the Editing GIS Data Lab Files link to start the download. I like to open with Windows Explorer, which is usually the default. In Windows Explorer, you should see the Extract All Files button. Note, Windows 10 looks a little different. Browse to My Documents as the destination to extract the files, then pick the Extract button. Review the files and note the folder path. From ArcMap, pick Open. Browse to the Editing GIS Data folder in My Documents. Select the campusmap.mxd and pick Open. Select the Streets layer in the table of contents and right mouse click. Pick Zoom to Layer. Next, change the street symbol to something a little easier to see on top of the imagery. We will need to use the Editor toolbar. Right-click on any toolbar button and turn on the Editor toolbar. Open Arc Catalog. You should see the Editing GIS Data folder at the top of your location list. Expand the ASUB Campus Geodatabase. Notice which feature classes are already in the map. Select the ASUB Campus Geodatabase and right-click. Pick New Feature Class. Name the feature class Buildings and confirm the type is Polygon Features. Pick Next. For the coordinate system, expand Projected Coordinate Systems, State Planes, NAD 1983-2011 US feet, and pick Arkansas North Phipps 301. Pick Next, then leave the tolerance defaults. Pick Next. Here's where you define the fields in the attribute table. Leave Object ID and Shape alone. Add name and abbreviation text field and number as a short integer. Pick Finish to complete the New Buildings feature class. If you get this field name warning, just pick Yes to move on. Notice the new feature class appears in your map. Start an editing session. Pick Editor button and Start. Close the warning box if necessary. On the Editor toolbar, pick the Create Features button. I also like to open the Attributes tool. I like to rearrange the windows so that I can see both. Pick Streets from the Create Features palette and pick the far left endpoint of Mississippi Street. Then pick the right endpoint. Right mouse click and select Finish Sketch. Your new street is highlighted. Now you can add the name in the Attributes palette. Repeat the process for Pecan Street. Remember, finish sketch after each segment is complete. The campus map from our website would be a good resource to help you name the streets and buildings. Continue to digitize all the streets. Next, start on the buildings. You want to take your time and make square buildings or they'll look very bad. Start at the upper left-hand corner of the Advanced Technology Allied Health. Start the polygon. Move the pointer over the street of DeWitt Henry and right-click and select Parallel. Place the next endpoint and repeat the process except alternating between parallel and perpendicular to DeWitt Henry Drive. This keeps the building aligned along straight with the road and makes for nice square building shapes. Repeat to complete the building edges. For the for the last point, you can use the square and finish option instead. Enter the attributes for your new building. Save your edits frequently. Add all the buildings, streets, sidewalks, and parking lots, and create a nice campus map and export it to a PDF file. You will need to create new feature classes for sidewalks and parking lots.